JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, wanted man arrested within first hour of SOE. The police have arrested a wanted man and recovered an illegal gun, a .38 revolver, loaded with 6.3 cartridges in the St. Catherine South Division within the first hour of the declaration of a state of public emergency for the parish. According to the police, the man, who is wanted for murder and shootings, was captured during targeted operations in the Gregory Park area. The police said he will be interviewed by detectives in relation to other crimes committed in the parish. His identity has been withheld pending investigations. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Friday declared a state of public emergency in the parish. Police Commissioner General Anthony Anderson says the state of public emergency in the parish is a result of 12 active gang conflicts, which can and has resulted in several murders and shootings in the parish. Anderson made the revelation during a press conference at Jamaica House Friday morning. Homemade gun found in toilet tank in St. Anne Hospital. A homemade gun with a magazine containing two 9mm rounds of ammunition was seized at a hospital in St. Anne on Thursday, June 16. Reports are that at about 1 p.m., lawmen acting on information went to the hospital and searched the bathroom. The search resulted in the weapon and the ammunition being found in the tank of a toilet. No one was arrested in connection to the find. Manchester businesswoman ordered to forfeit $100 million in properties to the state. The Supreme Court on Monday this week ordered property valued at more than $100 million forfeited from a 61-year-old Manchester businesswoman who was recently convicted on money laundering charges, her son and sister. According to the Financial Investigations Division, FID of the Finance Ministry, the businesswoman, Eva May Sterling, her son Nicholas Chang, and his sister Marlene Ledford has, in May this year, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of engaging in a transaction involving criminal property, contrary to Section 92(1)(a) of the Proceeds of Crime Act 2007, POCA. Sterling, the FID said in a news release, was fined $300,000 or 9 months imprisonment on 1 count and 12 months imprisonment, suspended for 24 months on the 2nd count for her role in money laundering. Chang and Ledford pleaded not guilty, the FID said, adding that as part of a plea deal with Sterling, in which he admitted liability for the crime, the Crown offered no evidence against Chang and Ledford and as such discharged them without trial. According to the FID, investigations conducted in Jamaica and abroad revealed that between 2011 and 2014, the trio of Sterling, Chang and Ledford conspired to and engage in money laundering, such that the proceeds from drug trafficking, approximately $228 million, were used to purchase 6 properties across several parishes. The FID also said that the trio used the money to invest in their respective businesses. The three were arrested and charged in 2017 by detectives from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, who will later refer the matter to the FID in 2017. The FID said that the forfeited property include 5 parcels of land measuring more than 600 acres across 4 parishes, which the trio had purchased for approximately $105 million between 2012 and 2014. In St. Elizabeth, there are 2 parcels, one jointly owned by Sterling and her son Chang. The other parcel was solely owned by Ledford, the FID stated. It also said that Sterling was listed as the owner of land in Clarendon and Ledford listed as the sole owner in 2 other properties, one in St. Catherine and the other in St. Mary. The Proceeds of Crime Act aims to deter the occurrence of financial crime by ensuring that those who are found guilty of breaching the Act lose the benefits of their criminal activities. The release goes to FID's Director of Legal Services, Courtney Smith. We encourage the public to remain on the right side of POCA. Do not encourage or enable persons engaged in criminal activities. Further, do not interact with any property or cash from their ill-gotten gains. Do not be a conduit for criminal proceeds, Smith added. Woman sets man ablaze after drink request refused. Residents of Negril were sent scampering on Thursday after a man was set ablaze by a woman who is believed to be mentally ill. Identified only by his alias Duppy, the man's clothes were completely burned from his body. He suffered burns to his lower back. Eyewitnesses said the woman poured gasoline on the man and used a lighter to set him ablaze. The incident, which took place at Tate's Plaza, left pedestrians fearful the fire would spread to motorcycles parked nearby, which could have resulted in an explosion. The fire department was alerted, however, and danger was averted. An ambulance transported the injured man to hospital. The woman's actions were roundly condemned. She wicked. She's a wicked woman. Me have brother and sister. Me feel it, man, one man said angrily. An employee of Royal Delights Cafe, located on the plaza where the incident occurred, who gave her name as Kamika, said the woman had earlier tried to attack her and others. God know me frightened. She grabbed after me and not catch me, so she set the poker box on fire, she said. Her co-worker, who opted not to give a name, said the woman entered the cafe and asked for a patty and a drink. She had no money, and the tourist gave her enough for a patty, which she bought. She later returned and demanded a drink. After her request was denied, she left, then returned and declared her intention to start a fire. She come in here with gas in a jug and she have a lighter. She said she gonna light the place afire. By the time me tell her, I go call the police. Me hear my next co-worker say, see she a light a man pan fire, the cafe employee said. She said the woman ran from the scene after setting the man ablaze, but was later seen passing on a motorcycle. There are unconfirmed reports that her father had been fatally shot last week, and that may have left her unsettled. St. John's Road residents plead for peace, deny blame for attacks. Householders of 31 St. John's Road in St. Catherine have rejected claims that migratory residents from the violence-plagued community have sparked an upsurge of violence in Spanish Town. They were responding to an assertion made Wednesday by St. Catherine's Central Member of Parliament Olivia Grange in the aftermath of shootings a day earlier that left 3 men dead in the old capital. St. John's Road has suffered violent attacks in recent times, including the discovery of a man's body this morning and a firebombing on June 9. But community members insist that they are not to blame for the spate of crimes, such as the quadruple murder near Tospen almost 2 weeks ago. Nobody from down here don't have no problem with Tospen or Ellerslie, a resident who declined to disclose his identity said. The truth is that 31 no need no done. I just spare hustlers down here, but someone just come back and I try prove. Another theorized that the latest rush of violence might be linked to a casual show of disrespect to a man who declared himself a Don. Man just a drive through and the man and look on them car. Him tell the man that a him a run bout here, he said. The man run him way. The youth get a gun and come fire shot. Straight, and at that start it, he added. St. Catherine's South Central Member of Parliament, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, did not address Grange's claims, but emphasized that he was taking a zero-tolerance approach to criminal activities plaguing the area. The lawmaker said he would not take sides with gangsters, as the innocent suffered most in crime waves. We have no space for people who are creating sadness. We will support the full investigation, said Wheatley Wednesday, adding that he was trying to assist the fire victims who lost everything. There has been increased deployment of police and soldiers to the streets of Spanish Town in a bid to restore normality and calm shoppers and business people in the heart of the St. Catherine capital. But even amid beefed-up security, a woman was slain and 2 others injured in a gun attack in Homestead late Wednesday. The fragile stability that offered commuters, vendors and buyers a sense of peace has now been shattered. Operators of some shops and schools have been wary of reopening as the week wears on. Right now, people can't go to school, people can't work, and quite a few move out due to the violence, Michelle Garwood said. As to the police, me want them to stay, as they can move a little. The most important thing right now is peace. We need to party again, but things sticky right now, she said. That cry for respite may yet come, even if temporarily, with a state of public emergency that took effect today. Over on William Lane, an elderly resident who has been living there for close to 30 years said the scale of violence is unprecedented. It's the first I've ever seen this type of wickedness, he said. It looked like a family war. This one a revenge for them relative and the cycle continue. He's convinced that the state of affairs will never improve. Kingston man charged with double murder. Detectives assigned to the Kingston Western Division arrested and charged 25-year-old Paul Dawson, otherwise called Little Paul, of Pink Lane, Kingston 14, with the murders of 50-year-old Carlton Armstrong of Bond Street, Kingston 14, and the 21-year-old Orlando Turner of Fremont Hall, Alberton in Trelawney, that occurred on Saturday, February 5. Reports are that about 12:30 p.m., a group of people were sitting along the roadway when they were attacked by Dawson and other armed men who opened fire at them. The men were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. Dawson was apprehended on Friday, June 10, and was charged on Thursday, June 16, after a question and answer session. 2 Westmoreland men charged with illegal possession of firearm. 2 men have been arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm following an incident at a hospital in Westmoreland on Monday, June 6. Charged are 28-year-old Demar Thomas and 28-year-old Cashmore Forrester, otherwise called Shah, both of Kings Valley in Grange Hill, Westmoreland. Reports from the Savlamar police or that about 6:30 a.m., Thomas and Forrester drove a Toyota Voxy to take an injured man to the hospital. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, investigations led to a search being conducted on the motor vehicle. During the search of the vehicle, a Smith & Wesson .40 caliber pistol was found on the floor. Both men were arrested and subsequently charged following a question and answer session conducted on Friday, June 10. Body of senior citizen found in Manchester. Police are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of a 64-year-old man whose body was found at the front of his home in Mayday, Manchester, on Thursday morning. Dead is Charlie Taylor, a tire repairman of Grady Road in Mayday. A police report said about 6:30 a.m., neighbors saw Taylor's motionless body. The police were alerted, and upon closer inspection, Taylor was seen lying in a pool of blood with no visible wounds. He was taken to hospital and pronounced dead. Police said they were waiting on an autopsy report to determine the cause of death. Jamaica reports 280 new COVID cases. Jamaica reported 280 new cases of COVID-19 and no fatalities on Thursday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 141,306. The death toll stands at 3,093. Of the newly reported cases, there were 157 females and 123 males with ages ranging from 22 days to 93 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 83, St. James 46, St. Catherine 45, St. Anne 29, St. Elizabeth 14, St. Thomas 14, Portland 12, Clarendon 10, Westmoreland 8, Manchester 7, St. Mary 3, and Hanover 2. The country also recorded 201 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 88,565. There are 2,440 active cases of COVID-19. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 24.5%. There are 123 people hospitalized, 4 of them critically ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.